created this great country, the harder it is to have the zeal of the founders to maintain the great principles upon which our country was founded upon. We have been blessed in this country with enormous success. Let's just be honest, we changed the world. America changed the world. The time of our founding, life expectancy in the United States, as it was in most of the world, was around 35 to 40 years of age. We were an agrarian society. Just to give you a perspective on that, you go back to the time of Jesus Christ, life expectancy was 35 to 40 years of age, and they were an agrarian society. Had the world changed much in 1776 years? A little. Not much. And in 200 years, after America did something truly revolutionary, gave the world a document, a template to transform society. Something unheard of and unknown in the course of human history. Something that we don't even talk about much in this country. We ignore, we don't even teach it in most of our schools anymore. This revolutionary document called what? Not the Constitution, wrong answer. The Declaration of Independence. And I asked that question of you because I knew most of you would say the Constitution. The Constitution is a great document. It's the operator's manual of America. But it is not who we are. Who we are is in the Declaration of Independence. What makes America special, different, is in the Declaration of Independence. And these words, which we all know, at least we all used to know, we hold these truths to be self-evident. That all men are created equal. That they are endowed by their Creator with certain unalienable rights, among them life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. Those are words that would roll off the tongue of every citizen in this country for decades. They were at the core of the understanding of what it meant to be an American. Being an American is not like being French. And I'm not poking the French. Although I don't mind poking the French, I'm not poking the French. It's not like being British. It's not like being Italian. It's not like being Jewish or Arabic. If you're an Iranian, you're an Iranian, or you're a Chaldean, or an Assyrian, because of an ethnicity. American is not an ethnicity. We're all hyphenated Americans. What makes you an American? My grandfather and father came to this country, and when they stepped on the shore of America, they became an American. Why? Because they believed a certain set of values. Being an American is about accepting a certain set of ideals. America is an ideal. You can go to France and spend 50 years in France, and if you're not a French person, you'll never be French. You may speak beautiful French, but you will never be French. You can be here for 30 seconds and be an American. That's what makes us different. Because we are something different in the world. We are a country that's based on a set of ideas and ideals and principles. And when people say, we want to change and transform America, that means you're fundamentally taking away what, for a long period of time in the history of our country, was the core of who we are. And that is the Declaration. God-given rights. There was another revolution that took place right at the time of the American Revolution, the French Revolution. What was the difference between the French Revolution and the American Revolution? The French Revolution was based on three principles. Equality, pretty good. We can talk about equality if you want to. Equality is good, but we can have excessive equality. We can explain that in a minute because it's a very current and important topic in America today. Equality is good. Liberty, good, absolutely. Those are both in those founding document I just talked about, and the phrase I just shared with you. But the third word of the French Revolution was fraternity, brotherhood, as opposed to paternity, fatherhood. Our rights come from God. In France, it was an anti-clerical, anti-God revolution. Rights came from the consent of the governed. And when they had that government formed, they ruled with radical tyranny and the reign of terror and the guillotine. The Marquis de Lafayette, who fought with George Washington during the American Revolution and returned to France during the French Revolution, had 2 frames hanging in his home. One was a framed copy of the Declaration of Independence. The other frame, to the day he died, remained empty. He was looking for a similar document, something to anchor the French Constitution, something to put limits on the power of government, something that was a higher calling, a higher responsibility than the civil law. It's the moral law. That's what the Declaration has done for our country.